Hello and welcome to Maclennanaru's awesome adventures. This one's for McGavin because he couldn't see it earlier. We've got a nice battle going on between me and some other guy. Sir, if that is his real name. It's gonna be tense. Got 3 hills. So he's most likely gonna go for one of them. Right. So what we have is a shrine and a farmhouse and 3 hills. And the army compositions are, I've got my longsword meat shields, Naginatas behind him, and a few archers, and flanking Ashigaru's Yari, and then a couple of katana samurais behind him. And as far as cavalry goes, I've got my 2 bow cavalry, both with accuracy upgrades, and a Yari cavalry with charge bonus. Right, what he has is some beasting monks on horses with pointy sticks, being all angry, and some not so mental Yari cavalry, which has points in melee defense, which I was expecting him to get into long fights, but we'll find out later what happens to them. And as far as everything else goes, he's got quite a big meat shield made up of sword attendants, more sword attendants, more sword attendants. Then he has Daikyu samurai, some badass archers with good range. I would want to get into fight with them. And behind him he's got some veteran katana samurais, Nodachis, more katana samurais, and behind them he's got Naginatas and more Naginatas. Seems to be very melee focused thus far. And to back up he's got Naginata attendants from behind, and his general is melee defense based. Found out later that he has a stand and fight, which is going to be pretty crucial to this battle. And he also has a hidden unit of Wako Raiders, which are piratey people wearing tank tops that can hide at the start of the battle anywhere. And I was just wondering what the hell was going on at the very start, but let's have a look at what he was doing. I go straight for the shrine, expecting him to go straight for the shrine, but I think he was just relying on me going somewhere else and putting his cavalry in the way. He instead tries to pick the hill near the farmhouse and starts capturing that. So I have my Yaris hidden, and they're just going slowly through the forest, and that was a very good move by me, as we find out later. So first thing is trying to establish foothold near this shrine and capture it on top of this hill. Use my bow cavalry to harass those monks. Hopefully do some damage, but can't really do much against them. And then he's claiming this hill, just going on top. Nice and slow start. I was very lucky he picked the other hill, because he would have crushed me in close combat straight away if he rushed me on this one. So, lucker, you might say, definitely, for sure. Right, here comes the harassment. These angry monks are angry. Lost one person already. That's their first charge out of many. And of course, in the spirit of bow cavalry, I just went back. So he gives up, and it comes back. And he says, "Aru, so angry, aru." Damn those pesky cavalry archers. I don't actually start capturing the shrine, because for some reason these guys kept on walking at normal pace. Can't remember why, but Everyone else didn't mind, but those guys, the ones that were meant to capture the shrine, just took their time. But not to worry, he didn't really go for that shrine anyway. Why, I don't know. If he did, he definitely would have won. So yeah, more harassment with bow cavalry. Fun, fun, fun. He's starting to split his force. Of course, I've got my little trap here. I could have went at this point. That would actually be pretty good. But he was too busy harassing his scarier cavalry, trying to take as much of them out as he can. Here comes his second charge, and for the second time, and running away. And then those 4 people. Now they'll turn around angrily again. Yeah, finally my sword katana samurai made it there. Started capturing the shrine. I'm still backing off, too scared of that monk cavalry. They've got pretty good stats for melee, defense, and charge. I definitely rate both of my bow cavalry if they get into close combat at any point at all, and my Yari would not be able to save them at all. So you see, at this point he's actually captured the farmhouse, and I was just wondering, how does one simply do that without having people nearby it? So answer being, there has to have people beside it. And is at this point? Yeah, I think at this point I'm just getting back closer to it. Spreading his cavalry even more. Yeah, and this is the point where I'm just trying to think like, wait,
hidden units, my lord.
There we go.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Whacker raiders that appear in slow motion. Psych. Men in tank tops getting shot by archers. Well, sucks to be them. All hidden in the trees. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure you wanted to throw them away anyway, because they were just getting shot to crap. So I already racked up 20 kills. Get to shoot both of them from the top of this hill. And doesn't follow through, does he? It looks like he does so far. I think he had some sort of plan, but it's not really working out. Running up that hill, those tank tops are damn heavy. No shoes. Damn. These guys just don't get paid enough for what they have to do. They're getting shot from behind all the time. Yeah. Right, so here comes the charge. So he's charging with his monks. And he's also charging with his Yari cavalry through the forest, but he doesn't know that my Yari cavalry is in those bushes. And let's just see what happens now from the point of view of those cavalries. Pretty sure he finds out soon enough that it's a trap. And here they come. Psych! Well, too late. And my guys obviously has a way superior charge. I think 10 points at least. And let's have a look at their kills. 14 on charge, 16, 17. Racking them up real nice and quick. Well, those guys, well, my bows are shooting both of us, which is not fantastic, but these guys have 10 kills by the time I already have 36, so it didn't turn out too well for him. Right. Of course, I know that his monks are charging also, and they're just going to completely rape me as well. But the best thing is I managed to take out his Yaris before his monks reach me, so I'll get away for a tiny little bit. Done. Right, so at this point I'm running away as fast as I can from these guys, but I definitely know that they will not make it alive. So I'm running. Bow cavalry can't really help them out at all at this point. So the only thing to do is counter-charge them right back in their face. Since I might as well use
hidden units, my lord.
Might as well
treacherously
use my,
meant to ambush us.
Charge skill to advantage. They already at 54 kills, so I would say it's definitely worth it. Also the monks used war cry, so... Bye bye Yari Cavalry, you did a good job. Hope to see you next game. See your awesome charge ability. Sad times. Try and run away, but there's no point,
Our men are running from the battlefield! Shameful display!
In true spirit of Heir of Carthage, I could say that it took me one Yari cavalry squad to take down one Yari cavalry squad and another half of Naginata warrior monk cavalry, which is, I'd say, definitely worth it by as far as Heir of Carthage is concerned. But yeah, these guys are pretty mental and they're half health, so I'd say it's definitely a win. Their Waka Raiders came out and went back in, they weren't really going to do anything. They're at half strength. You should get some shoes first before running out places. Yeah. So at this point, thinking maybe I should stop wasting my arrows on those Waka Raiders since they're this position, running around, just waste of arrows really. A couple of more volleys, but soon enough I think I'll start shifting elsewhere. Yeah, these guys are they're just taking a piss now. Just arrow shields really. Right, so I'm thinking to start actually doing damage to his main force. Not really liking the look of those sword attendants because they're on loose formation. Want to avoid the Daikus, archer samurais, because they actually have a good chance of out-skirmishing my bow cavalry, so going for the third layer straight away. That's nicely tightly packed with katana samurai, so taking a wide stance, going to loose formation straight away and trying to get them from the flank. And he's starting to move his archers straight away. And he doesn't do a really good job of managing them. He goes back and forward all the time. I'm not sure really why. But at this point I actually managed to get into position. Get a couple of volleys. I have no idea why they started shooting the tennis first. But shooting uphill, can't complain. It's doing some damage. Arrows are hitting people. That's what I'm really bothered about. Yeah, they're doing the little shuffle, not shooting. I have no idea what he's doing right now. Yeah, as soon as they get into position, I don't really fancy taking them down. Might as well use the mobility to my advantage. And also there's that monk cavalry coming. So I just decided to countercharge them. Because they're pretty weak, and I've got two cavalry squads. One didn't get the charger. One didn't get charged, which is what my plan was, to absorb the charge of one of them, lose quite a few people, then bail out as fast as I can, and then by that time he has 20 people in his squad, and I don't know why, but he decides just to run into me again. So, and that's it, and I back up into him, and that's the end of his cavalry. So it's definitely worth it getting rid of the dangerous monk cavalry that could later on cause hassle to my archers, for example, or come in from behind at some point. You know, I don't really like the sound of that. Right, so here comes the skirmish with his archers that are still not doing anything, still not fired a single shot that actually hit anyone. And they've lost 6 people, so it's not really that much of a loss, but considering what my bow cavalry's been doing, getting like 62 98 kills, and he's getting his Naginatas out just to harass my bow cavalry. I think they're pretty angry at the fact that they're not on horses. They're just chasing them and saying, "Gosh darn horses! Get away, you!" So I just shoot them in the face and stuff. And he gets a volley out. That's the first time his archers actually hit anyone. but no idea what he's trying to. I think he's basically trying to use the farmhouse to his advantage as much as he can, just running around his troops, trying to harass me back, but the difference is I'm on horseback. Don't really want to waste too many hours in those Naginatas since they're in loose formation and they've got good armour that it's not really going to give me a good advantage. So they've lost a few people, but it's not really worth it, so I'll halt my archers. Leave them here for now. At this point I've shifted my army forward since I know that he's not bothered about that shrine at all. He just wants me to charge up his hill, which is never happening. Yeah. So these are my long swords. Just trying to get the farmhouse from him. And then put my Naginatas behind him. Stuff going on here, still harassment, nothing really interesting. And keeping my archers still on the hilltop. And bringing my daimyo. Yeah, I brought my daimyo to have a couple of shots. Did you get anyone? Yeah, he got one guy. Makes him happy for now. Oh yeah, there's not really much point in touching his Naginatas. As long as they're distracted, and if they're distracted I can safely try and maneuver here. There's still all those peeps up top, which is not to my fancy. And here, his advantage is starting to show that I had to cross a hill and a half.
Hidden units, my lord!
My people are beginning to be tired,
to ambush us!
so I'm just gonna stop here, not to get them any more tired. He's charging them as Waka Raiders, as well as all his attendants, so he's putting the meat shields in, trying to catch me, so at this point I'm just thinking I'll just let him charge into my long swords. Is he starting to move the rest? Yeah, he's moving the rest of his attendants in just to soak up the damage. Soak up the arrows if I'm going to shoot. Yeah, at this point I don't really want my archers to waste arrows on the attendants because they're in loose formation now, they're not really my main focus. I'd really like to get his katana samurai instead. But yeah, my Naginatas are handling it nicely. Archers are still on hold. Maybe this will be a good time for me to start shooting. Still not shooting. Yeah, more harassment from the side, trying to flank him. At this point I'm trying to take advantage of the hill that he left. Naginatas are still doing okay. They've been inspired so they can hold on for as long as they can. Meanwhile, put my lines up, put these guys on wall formation.
Our general is in grave danger,
so
my
the
lord!
charge should do less damage. Same on the other side, but he doesn't charge the other side. At this point I could have moved in quickly to help my Naginatas because they're beginning to be tired. They're getting shot by Dimaras and others. But I was thinking at this point. I think I was busy fiddling with war cavalry. Trying to get yeah, definitely archers should be fine in this spot. Just the shambles in front of the trees. His attendants are starting to break through the Naginatas. He keeps on charging, that's the problem is he's got plenty of people. My long swords are long gone, while his meat shield
Our men are running from the
just keeps getting reinforced.
Shameful
So I'm
display.
trying to flank with my Ashigaras. While this guy keeps trying to get my bow archers with his Naginatas, which is good because he's distracting me. Yeah, so I've got quite a few troops actually not doing anything. Now his general goes into a stand and fight, which I don't have, which is really annoying. So I'm gonna have to do something about that later. Meanwhile, I'm struggling, beginning to struggle to hold off all his forces. He's getting his Katana Samurai into combat. Kind of winning this one. At this point, whatever. I'm just trying to get a better angle, spread my courage, but my middle is starting to waver. Even though there's still Katana Samurai backing up.
Our men are running from the battlefield! A shameful display!
Naginatas are gone, Ashigaras are gone. They weren't really up to that job anyway. They were mainly there expecting to hold off a charge from the flank, but no. At this point, I'm moving up my bow archery, bow cavalry, sorry, and actually charging his daimyo while he's in stand and fight, just to disturb him. And immediately he loses, well, quite a few people. At least hopefully disturbs his stand and fight. And I just sacrificed my bow archers there. I think it'd be definitely worth it to make him stop. And it diverts a lot of his
Our men are running
forces into here.
Shameful display!
So yeah, he lost more than half the people there. As well as he took his Naginatas out to fight for now, which would probably finish me off at this point because my people are tired, as well as breaking my line completely, having just Yari Ashigaras for actual melee and Katanas, taking out those archers, which was another actually good point for me. Really couldn't have those archers pick me down a lot of times, but at this point the situation is not looking good. I've got less than half Katana Samurai, less than half Yari Ashigaras, and a couple of archers trying to reform as well as I can. But it's definitely not looking good. Yeah, his full Naginata is going to come into my line of tired Katana Samurais. They do have increased melee attack and morale from the shrine, but these guys, 15 versus 14, yeah, they're just going to waver straight away, and as well as they're pretty tired too. So good luck on that front. Down here, like, yeah, people just melted on my other flank. Yeah, at this point I was pretty sure I was going to lose, even though I had the upper hand. I was lucky in a lot of places, and his general is back into stand and fight. I have no idea how that happened. Like, I'm not sure where the cooldown is because I still don't have it, which is really annoying. So he's getting boosted morale, and I'm literally fighting melee with my archers. So what I'm thinking is, I'm trying to shoot that daimyo down, but that's not working. So
Shameful display!
you know what? Why not just charge him with my daimyo, since I've got more people? Look at this. Look at this. Crunch. No more standing and fighting for you, daimyo. My superior white balloons are better than your yellow ones. And all of a sudden his Naginatas realised that, uh-oh, our daimyo might actually be in danger. So better go help him. And damn right he's in danger, he's got 5 people left. I'm trying to get away. Did I get away? Yeah, I actually managed to root him, so he's gone. Meanwhile, my archers actually do a good job of melee.
Their ally has abandoned them! Now we have them!
Trying to pull one of them back and get into position. These Naginatas are now wavering since their Daimyo has been grave danger Daru. And my daimyo actually survives, even though he takes in full force of Naginatas, which should have probably killed him. So he's got 8 people left, and great victory. Very close, very tense. But yeah, there we go.